And we're back. So we just got back from church probably about 10 minutes ago. We're already out here. We're going to get started and we're going to try to hammer it and get done today. We'll call these cows over, get them out of this lot so they're not bothering us. And we're going to mount up on the tractors there, and we're going to be balls to the wall. So we're going to hammer it, try to get it done, and if we don't, we're going to finish it up tomorrow or Tuesday, but our goal is to get it done today. Don't know how much we have left, but it's a good amount because we only got 3 loads in last night. So that's what the plan is today, and then spring's here, so it's go time. Come on, girls! Heck if, come on! They're slowly coming. Some of them still don't want to get up though, but they will. About ready to load up the first load. Once he gets the tractor out of the barn there, we'll go up to the hill. We'll start loading the first one for the day here. We'll get going. Hopefully we won't have too much issues, especially with those shear pins breaking, but we'll find out. In all my years of doing this, I do not recall once that we've ever been out spread manure and had to layer up with jackets like it's the middle of winter. It's only 45 out today, whereas usually when we spread manure, it's in the 80s, 90s, upper 70s at the least. It's always warm and we're always wearing cutoffs and sweating, but not this year. This year we're bundled up trying to keep warm. First load of the day. Here we go. The field's kind of odd shaped here. There's a little fence row right there that I'm going down and back to till I clear it. Then I'm going to go back to the woods. But I'm turning around early because in this part of the field there's a little wet spring there. And even in the dead of summer, when we're in a drought, this thing's going to be wet and you're going to start making tracks every time you go through it. It's like there's a natural spring under there. We don't know for sure if that's it or if it just really likes to hold water there in this spot. But it likes to hold water, and this time is no different because I went through there last night and I started tracking things up. Especially when you get halfway done, you start going back on the rows back to the end of the field. All the weight of the spreader is on the back, and so you start losing traction on your rear axle because you don't have near as much weight on it. That's how I got hung up with the spreader last year. So I'm turning around early so I don't have that problem, hopefully. But knowing me, sooner or later I'm going to get this thing stuck and I'm going to have to make that dreaded phone call to Dad. Be like, hey, come pull me out because I done messed up. You know how it goes. Load number 7 total, and I broke the first shear bolt of the year. First row pin I didn't really break, it just fell out, but I did just break a shear pin here, or shear bolt. So, in-field repair. It's a good thing I halfway know what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'd have to call a mechanic. Oh, wait. I am the mechanic. It's funny how that works. Gotta go get my hammer. That's actually a hitch pin with a broken handle that don't really get used for anything but a hammer. Gotta do what you gotta do with what you have. And if I didn't have this, then I'd probably just go out and find a rock somewhere in the field and use that as a hammer. Anything's a hammer if you hit it hard enough. It's as good as gold. I'm on the long rows now, going back to the edge of the woods here. I got all the way down there to go. So I spread half going down, and I'll spread this half going back. But I figured I'd stop and give a little commentary here and find the restroom, although they don't have it really marked well enough to be able to tell where it's at. So I'm just gonna have to find it. Anybody in there? All right, I think we're good. That bush can there has been hanging on there all day. Don't ask me where it came from, but it's there. We're about halfway done. I lost count. Well, I stopped counting, but I think we're about 15, 16 loads in, which is more than what I thought we'd be at this point. So, but we're still halfway into the pile. So we got a little bit more than what I thought, but we're gonna get it done. Hopefully, we're hammering away at it. Third shear bolt of the day. I don't know what it is about this thing. Maybe I'm going too fast with it, or maybe we just got too light of a bolt in there. But whatever the case may be, it happens every single year. Yeah, you can see this one. It just didn't last. I don't know what it is about this thing, but it loves shear bolts. Eats them for breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight snack. When it gets the munchies, just all the time, every day, all day. And I'm only down to one, so I got this one to break and one more, and then I'm gonna have to run to the hardware store because we don't have any more. I've went through them all. Yeah, not cool. Not cool, John Deere. Not cool. In case you were wondering what he was doing, we took that bolt out that was in there and it was already starting to get bent that I had replaced, and we put the roll pin back in that we started out with on the very first load, and it had fell out into the shield there, and I'd kept it. So we put the roll pin back in, because that's what John Deere actually calls for, is to have a roll pin in there, a double roll pin, mind you. And we hammered that back in there and then taped it up. That way, try to keep it in there so it wouldn't just fall out. We're thinking the hole for that thing is kind of wallered out from having bolts in it for so many years. That's what we think, but we're going to see if that works or not. And I gave him, I've got one more spare bolt left. And if I break this or lose this and he sees me stop, he's going to run to town and get some more, because that's the last one we have. And like you see, we go through quite a bit of them, so we need them to keep on going, because the top, that's what helped drives the top beater. The top beater on this is actually an option on these spreaders. Most of them just came with the big single bottom one, but this one actually has the optional top beater, and it helps chop it up a lot more smoother and a lot finer, and it does a pretty good job. We really like this spreader, the Hydro Push. It's been a great spreader for us. And in case you guys haven't noticed, I am using a different camera on this video. My other phone that I used to record, I kind of forgot it elsewhere, and so I'm on my iPhone 15. And if you guys are liking the video quality a little bit better than the 12 that I have been filming on, let me know. I may just decide to keep on filming with the 15, because in my opinion, it's doing a pretty good job. At least it is for what I can see watching on the screen here. It's doing a pretty good job. So if you guys are enjoying it, be sure to let me know down in the comments, and I may just switch it on over. The end is near, and I can see the pile getting smaller and smaller. I got done with these rows here on this side of the fence. So to kind of keep it even and square it off, I'm going to have to go through the back gate there and get out on the short rows there and start spreading. We're not going to have enough to do the entire field, obviously, but I'd say we had enough to get about 2/3 of it done, which is more than what we usually do, despite not having hardly any in the barn to actually scoop out this year. The majority of it came up from where we feed hay at, and there was more than what we both thought. So that's good. That's real good for us, because obviously it's good fertilizer, but it's taking a little bit longer than what we anticipated, so we're trying to get it done before we both have to go in for the night and get ready for work tomorrow. We're on the last load of the year. We made it down to the nitty-gritty. I just got to spread this load, and I think we're going to leave everything sit out overnight and worry about it later, because we are going to wash this spreader off before it gets put back in the barn. So other than that, we've pushed it hard today. I think we ended up somewhere around 30 loads that we've spread, which is more than what both of us thought. He kept tally, but I haven't seen the paper yet, so I'll have to look at that when we get done here. But he's got just a couple more bucketfuls left to grab, and then I'll go spread the last load, and Manure spreading 2024 will be done. Won't be doing this again until next spring.
Any of the viewers knows that Dad's doing all the manual labor and you're doing all the driving? They ever comment on that?
No, but it's the smart way to do it. We are done. Let's head to the house. Well, y'all, it's been fun. We got all the manure done. Now we just gotta put fertilizer on and then we're ready to plant. So I want to end this video here because I got a little bit of cleaning up to do and getting ready before I go completely sit down for the evening. But I do want to thank you guys for sticking around. I know this was a little bit of a long video, but I hope you found it interesting. So without further ado, be sure to keep your eye out, keep watching, because spring's here and you've already seen us starting field work. We're gonna have a lot more content coming out, so you guys stay tuned and keep your eye out. But anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tune in to all our future videos. Be sure to comment below what you thought. What are your thoughts, opinions? Just want to say something nice? Go right ahead. I'd love to hear from you. But keep it between the lines, guys. Stay safe. God bless you. And we'll see you later.